Hello, Wastelanders! N-camon back with, in the big empty for Fallout New Vegas. I can pick the plants that are ready. They're independently growing in their own little things. I could pick the Xander roots. Two there. Two Brock flowers. Here, I can make myself healing powders. And they'll just keep regrowing. Over and over and over again.
Well, hell.
I gotta find more seed packs to build the rest of these. What's that? Pinto beans here, jalapenos here. Just do more jalapenos. That's all we need. Nothing upgrade there. I did pick up, what was it? The toaster?
I am online once again! Tremble, world, before my electric heating coil of doom!
Tremble, you're a toaster. I'm afraid to ask what your function is.
You should be afraid! I am the scourge of all small appliances, and the boogeyman that keeps lesser toasters awake at night!
So you murder toasters?
Not just murder! I tear them apart and render them down to their base components! Once their guts are spilled, you can do with them what you like!
I've got some toasters for you.
Well, well. What have we got here? Another innocent little toaster. Come here. I won't hurt you. Ha! Gotcha! Oh yes, the sweet smell of spilled electric guts. The sparking diodes. I fucking live for this!
Process toasters and appliances. Now I'll get some very basic stuff. Energy cells, microfusion cells, scrap electronics.
Soon, pitiful worms. Yes!
Alright. You know we're already burned by nuclear fire, right?
Soon I will! What? It did?
Yes. Centuries ago.
Really? Well, fuck! That really puts a damper on the toaster's mood. Oh well. No use crying over spilled Armageddon. Where was I? Oh right. Soon the world will burn in nuclear fire!
Again?
Again!
What else do you do?
You want some weapon schematics? I can show you some fucking weapon schematics! You want a superheated Saturnite power fist? I can hook that shit up!
I'll keep an eye out for a Saturnite power fist. Oh, I sold
find
one.
one. You bring it on back here, and we'll burn this mother down!
Tremble, you're a toaster. How fearsome can
A
you be?
toaster is just a death ray with a smaller power supply. As soon as I figure out how to tap into the main reactors, I will burn the world!
Well, why all the rage?
Have you ever tried to indulge in all-consuming urge to kill when you don't have opposable thumbs? Or hands? Or anything other than a bread slot? You'd have a lot of pent-up anger too.
Well, for one, I'm quaking in my boots.
Buddy, if my heating element were just a little bigger, you'd be on fire right now! On fire!
Alright. I gotta go.
Soon I will rule, and your lives will have their doneness setting turn to darkest.
Doneness and turn to darkness. Darkest. Hold on. Alright, I have a power outlet. No, it's not the outlet, it's a light switch. Yeah, there's one here.
That was a nice little, cat nap. How long was I out?
Dear, why couldn't you be the one on the biology stand? Alright, like a light switch that turns me on. I must be dreaming.
Oh, you. I bet you say that to all the light switches.
Only the sexy ones. Well, he doesn't have his head on the brain, so.
Now I know you're flirting with me. And it's working. Why don't you take this to remember me by?
Meeting people? Oh, okay. That worked. I saw another light switch. Do you control that one too?
Oh, her. Trust me, sweetie. You're better off not thinking about that frigid little ice queen.
Sounds like he had some bad blood or,
That
cross circuits.
bitch. She thinks she's so much better than everybody just because her processors are bigger. Ooh, she makes me so mad. I was Dr. Mobius's personal assistant.
Oh.
We were studying, oh shoot, what was it? Oh yeah, lightning. No, wait, lighting. That's
Yes.
right, how lighting affects human interaction.
What'd you find out?
Oh, it was super exciting. It turns out that some pretty colored lights can make you way better at talking to people.
Can you turn those on for me?
Oh, I'd love to, sweetie, but I don't have the programming. All the data from the experiments was lost.
Ah.
You'd have to go out into that nasty old crater and find the backup copy.
Oh. Bye. Oh, I have this one too.
Oh, my. Partial functionality restored. That's less than optimal.
Not offering me a light switch with brains and beauty. Oh.
Oh, well, that's very sweet of you. Maybe one of these nights we can discuss theorems.
So we have one that isn't brains and the other is brains. Because she has bigger processors. I forgot. I forgot so much about this place. I'd enjoy that.
Me too. Hope you can keep up. I work pretty fast. Here, something for you to brush up on.
Digest. Alright, what function do you serve?
Dr. Mobius and I were deeply involved in research on the ability of light levels to enhance human cognition.
What were the results?
We observed a fascinating phenomenon. Certain spectra of visible light actually increased cognitive function and reasoning ability. Of course, Dr. Mobius's brain is so big already, we had a hard time measuring it.
Turn those on.
As much as I'd love to, I'm afraid not. The data from that study has gone missing. You'll have to find a backup if you want to use the smart lights.
Alright. Bye. Okay. Now I need to head... I want to see if I can turn in the antenna to them. Let me take this one. Weapon gut holstered. Where the hell did y'all go? Quick save.
Did you retrieve the technology?
Be honored if you could hear some knowledge from think tank shared over centuries.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
Oh, talk to him. Oh. I didn't expect talking to him would start a quest.
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Who's Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Science 25. These mechanical robo-scorpions consume intelligence. Are you certain of your findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
Why do I have this strange passive sensation here?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. I have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
Why the anti-aggression programming?
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who were these visitors?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Alright, question when visitors attack. Another quest! I'm just talking here. Alright, before we
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
Oh, alright. About explaining trucks and your performance.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto dock runs are remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
You said before Mobius might have my brain.
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
Nice. What is the auto-dock surgery code you mentioned?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old auto dock. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Miss. So the comp doc does what Mobius... Oh. Alright. Why would he want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
Robo-scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures. How? Chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
Alright. Interesting. I talked to him, got so much... I got a good chunk of experience. And... Oh, am I allowed... Okay, you're just gonna let me, like... You're just gonna let me take everything. Can you speak? Do you understand me? Your voice module got down. I heard an attack. Uh-oh, it's too bad, good, or something. Is that a yes, no? Better not be cussing at me right now. I'm pretty sure you're gonna... And I want some answers. Can you tell me about your attack? maybe part of the damage. I'm getting nowhere with this. Alright, calm down. Didn't mean to alarm you. Who are you? Sounds important, I think. Alright. I'll be going now. If I can fix him, I'll probably get something out of it. Oh. Why am I... How do I fall down here? Alright, let's see here. I'll take your scrap metal. It's like they don't care if I just loot their stuff. I can't take weapons out. Apparently everything else is still on the on the table, but I just took it off the table. Duct tape, energy cells, scrap, wrench. Yep, okay. Dr. Boris.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps?
This ain't Animal Farm.
Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
You always get this dramatic.
Drama? There is no drama in science. As I learned in high school, science is an intellectual pursuit devoid of bestial emotions. Unless, of course, you are a communist. Like Betsy Bright, who sat next to me in math, and her smoking Confederate Richie Marcus.
My
As
gosh.
I learned in my high school, American High, AHS, drama is for movies, things of fiction. Here in the think tank, the only star is science.
Alright, who are you and what do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology
What?
here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You're responsible cazadors?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile.
More quets!
They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
Yeah, contain that big mountain. Those things are over in Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
Oh my gosh. I don't think they're sterile. They breed alright.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power.
Go ahead, make me more fertile or impregnate.
Impregnate you? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns.
You don't seem to grasp your own research.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
You can't... I don't have a face cam, but the amount of pain that I'm just... I'd facepalm, but I'm wearing glasses. Alright. When did you create Cazadors?
In 2000, let's see, carry the 3, then count backwards from the Great Static, or beyond. There were the tarantula debates. And something about hawks, which made it around 2003, May, Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
You sound like a Democrat. More about Morbius,
The
please.
malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying Robo-Scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater a big mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
I mean, if you're considering a scientist, I might side with Morbius here. Alright, radar fence, duck kind of particular technologies.
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
Okay, tell me big. No, I'm not worried.
Until
I picked up like 3 quests just from talking to these these insane doctors. Alright,
If it isn't the fascinating little lobotomite.
Dr. O.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in Think Tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
Dr. O, correct?
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here?
Oh, my Pip-Boy?
How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
I don't think I'll worry you about telling you what House and his robots have been up to since.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. Him and his dirty girl bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hold on.
Fine.
Questions
Ask.
about the attack.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
What happened?
This human. I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Now that's Father Elijah. For the Sierra stuff.
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
He was that was the USC's.
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Hey, what do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
Breaking machines.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
I shoot those. You have another name.
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name isn't O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
Oh, if they kept confusing the letter with the number, then you're Dr. Zero.
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
Alright. Oh no, O sounds more impressive.
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
Alright, if you want to differentiate O and zero, put a slash through the zero.
What?
Zero, draw a slash through it.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
And that what makes you truly a zero. I know how you and Competence survived the song. So is that what you want to be?
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. Oh is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, there's power in zero versus anything multiplied against it. 2-0.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. To make a zero in all the think tank, they won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
So, any maids and
You know,
discoveries?
hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Scrap electronics. Scrap metal. Looks like junk. It's interesting.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Mobius and these monsters of his.
That genius Mobius somehow cobbles together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
A giant robot scorpion.
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
He has one. Alright, Need more worthless caps to test the CIU bars? No, I got plenty. Alright, think we're good. Oh, hey. Missed this. I'll take the duct tape, scrap metal, I'll leave those. Alright. Okay, this episode has kind of been just more talking again. But after I start getting quests from talking to him, it's, I kind of see how much I can get. Give me minutes. Duct tape, energy cell, microfusion, scrap metal. Okay. Alright, so I think that leaves me one last doctor to talk to.
I don't understand how you can stand those leg things.
Quick save.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear.
Oh my.
Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me?
My gosh.
Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
Dude, you are a pervert. Complete picking your brains. A got experience. Oh my gosh. The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
Oh, a later killer option. Lovely. Coming out of her shell quest. Are you? Oh no. Alright, it seems you have more biological needs than your counterparts.
What? Nonsense.
Close eyelids, breathe deep, and oh my god. Close eyelids, breathe deeply, and stretch languishly. Turn and cough roughly, then slowly scratch nose. Run your hands along the sides of your face, then exhale rapidly. Which one should I do? And side face and exhale rapidly.
What? What are you doing?
My gosh. that was it. Close eyelids. Breathe deeply, stretch languishly.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
Turn and cough roughly, then slowly scratch nose.
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me.
Percolated?
I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Oh my gosh. Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human. You're all just a bunch of hypocrites claiming superiority, but you miss being human, admit it.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
I could come back anytime just to breathe if you want. Oh my gosh! I'll tell the others if you don't make it worth my while.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my gel might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo.
Their radars are the...
Woo. Purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, Blooperable. Bloop. 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 Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back
feel
for
dirty.
further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
I feel dirty. I don't know what the hell she did. Alright, back to this, hopefully. Why'd you remove my brain and how?
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done.
Yeah, but why?
Brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
Alright. But how am I still talking and walking around?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it slurped off to,
Slurped.
you could humanically reduce yourself again.
I feel strange. Who are you and what do you do here?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
211 doctorates?
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well. Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
That's a lot of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
I'm sometimes called courier.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very
The other
different
was
specimens.
Ulysses. Yep. There was another?
Of course. You must have met others in
I'm
your...
gonna skip that.
He asked us all many questions.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor... My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go.
Alright, strange, peaceful, but on edge.
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here.
I know how to deal with it. I just gotta get my brain. Let's see.
Dr. Mobius. A monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
Alright, what does Dr. Klein want this?
It'll all become clear when we have all the technology, all the answers.
Alright, who's spoken?
Until our...
Alright, so this guy knows about that courier, and that's I completed 2 quests and gained 4. Try to find any traits of Gabe and Higgs Village. Dr. Klein. Oh, I could go there and do that.
Did you retrieve the tech... Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh, well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
That was the quest. Alright, woof. That was a lot. Now I'm gonna go ahead and see about trying to find that Gabe. Big mountain. Since it's back down here. Alright, so apparently... Let's pick the quest in. No point in what letting this one go if I'm not going to come back here again. I could have broken a leg. Pretty sure I just gotta check behind the house. And yeah, this is definitely their living spaces while they were working here. Oh, hey. There's Gabe there. What's this literally pointing me? Gabe's bowl. That's it? Just find his bowl and take it back? Find more evidence of Gabe in X8? Super impact, okay. Oh. Wait, hold on. X8 was where? Someplace that they're wanting to take me to. Alright. Now I was wanting to just take things at my own pace, but they keep wanting me to go places. Fortunately, X8... Isn't that where... No. Securitron. Awesome. I will head there. However, this episode, I spent all the... Oh. Hold on. Hold that thought just a moment. I miss him. Closer, closer, closer. Where are you going? Okay. With them cleared out, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. For those of you that stuck around, thank you very much. I'm N-camon, hobbyist on YouTube, and I wish you all a good night.